Wow. Wow. The insanity from sports media when it comes to Jalen Hurts, the lies, the cope, the nastiness just won't stop. And now we've got this clown who at least calls himself a radio Hall of Famer. I don't know if that's true or not. I've never heard of him. Uh, is going to viciously attack the Philadelphia Eagles fans for what it is the media actually did all season long. We're going to take a listen to this, and then we're going to correct the record once again when it comes to these absolute scumbags. This is why you're losing out to YouTubers and people on X and so on and so forth, because nobody wants to deal with the crap from these clowns anymore.
The five most hated players in the NFL.
I would think Tyreek Hill
Okay.
would be in the top 5.
Tyreek Hill is not in the top 5. I would have thought Travis Kelce would have been there, but no, Travis Kelce was not in the top 5.
Why not his teammate Patrick Mahomes? There's a lot of people who think
Makes
he's a
sense
hate to
also.
face. His dad's got in a lot of trouble. His brother's got in a lot of trouble. And a lot of people don't like his spouse. So when you put that whole cocktail together, feels to me like he should be up there on the list.
No,
He's not?
He's not. The number one most hated player in the NFL by social media standards was Jalen Hurts.
The hell out of here.
The only hate that I've ever seen towards Jalen Hurts is from people in Philadelphia who are actually diehard Eagle fans who have bought into the narrative that Jalen Hurts is along for the ride and not the reason why the Eagles have been so damn good.
None of that is true. First of all, what is this? What social media standards? What does that mean? I mean, I'm guessing, does that mean, because you know we're all dealing with it, does that mean the absolute clown Cowboys fans, most of whom have never seen the Dallas Cowboys win a Super Bowl, does that mean all the crap that they post on social media is considered hate toward Jalen Hurts? It certainly isn't the Eagles fans, and he admits the lie inadvertently because he doesn't have the intelligence enough to keep from doing so by saying they bought into the narrative that Jalen Hurts is along for the ride. Where did the narrative come from, big guy? It certainly wasn't Philadelphia Eagles fans. As a Philadelphia Eagles fan, talking to a lot of Philadelphia Eagles fans, I can tell you that we're the ones that are constantly pushing back on all the lies from people like yourself who are constantly downplaying Jalen Hurts. Not only, I mean, we guys, not only is he not top 5, he's not top 10, he's not in the top half. He's got a super team. He's carried by Saquon Barkley. He's carried by AJ Brown. He's carried by the offensive line. He can't throw over the middle. He doesn't even run anymore, and on and on and on. That's not coming from Eagles. And I don't want to hear this crap about, oh, there's a few random people on X who are Eagles fans who are fed up with Jalen Hurts when he has a bad game. That's something all fans do with all players. Again, if everyone wants to go way, way back, I don't really remember it, but I heard about it. My dad's talked about it a lot. One of the players in Philly that got more hate than anybody, the greatest third baseman to ever play the game, Michael Jack Schmidt, Hall of Famer. So, it happens from fans when bad things happen. But to sit here and say that the only hate toward Jalen Hurts has come from Philadelphia Eagles fans who bought into the narrative created by the people who are actually hating on Jalen Hurts is absolutely a lie.
Comes directly from you wacko Eagle fans.
Bite me, asshole.
Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback your franchise has ever had. He is a Super Bowl MVP.
That's what we keep saying.
Better than Jaworski. He's better than Randall, and I love Randall Cunningham. He's better than McNabb. He was better than Vic as an Eagle, not the Atlanta Vic,
He was better than the Atlanta Vic, dumbass.
but the Philadelphia Vic. And he's better than Carson Wentz, and he's better than Nick Foles. And you people in Philadelphia have now voted him and spoken about him to make him the most hated player in the NFL, and I don't quite get it.
This cucked little low T bitch is flat out lying, and he's so arrogant about it too. And again, he slipped there because if we made him the most hated, we made him the most hated because of how much praise we've given Jalen Hurts, because of how we've talked about him, because of how we've clapped back and said, sorry about that, Super Bowl MVP. We talked about how he all the time. Outplayed Patrick Mahomes in 2 Super Bowls. We keep telling you that all the man does is win. And then when you want to go into stats, we put the lie to all of that nonsense as well. And we show you the stats. And we even talk about him throwing over the middle. And we go back to the fact that he has no problem playing under center and all that. All we do is push back on nonsense from absolute low IQ clowns like this. Or, we can talk about some most of the Eagles tweets pointed out. I think I did a video on this as well. If you're building a franchise in the NFC, what quarterback do you take over Sam Darnold? Nobody's taking Brock Purdy. Nobody's taking Jalen Hurts. That's Colin the Clown Coward. Okay, we can talk about all the nonsense and lies that Cam Newton has spewed, Nick Wright has spewed, everyone at ESPN has spewed over and over and over again. Oh, we could talk about WIP as well, but here's one from ESPN. Here's the latest. Now, of course, WIP posted. Here's the latest that we keep hearing, right? Oh, it's time to draft a quarterback.
Let's go to Philadelphia. The latest on the Eagles and A.J. Brown.
Well, some people I've talked to around the league, some executives of other teams, do expect that the Eagles will at least entertain a trade for A.J. Brown, who was unhappy on numerous fronts. I mean, name the counts where he looked like he was miserable out there. Body language wasn't good. So something has to give. That's sort of the feeling right now. They could build around Devontae Smith and some other pieces. Saquon, maybe add a wide receiver. So he would create a haul for the Eagles if they do go that route. Nothing has happened as of yet, but there are a lot of changes coming with the Eagles. We've seen them revamp basically their entire offensive staff. Do they pay Jalen Carter? One question around the league is, do they draft a quarterback maybe in day two to apply a little bit of pressure on Jalen Hurts, who I believe is at a crossroad right now after the way last season went. And Jalen Hurts was drafted in the second round, eventually replaced Carson Wentz, who got a massive deal just that offseason before. Does that same thing now happen to Jalen Hurts eventually?
Let's go to
Jalen Hurts hasn't entered his prime yet as a quarterback, but he's at a crossroads and they need to draft one. Again, what people like to miss is Jalen Hurts had the same season Sam Darnold did. He threw for fewer yards. Quarterback rating, I think they were like maybe half a point apart. Jalen Hurts and Sam Darnold threw the same amount of touchdowns. Yet Sam Darnold threw 14 interceptions while Jalen threw only 6. But here we go. Jalen's at a crossroad. Is this the hate that we're talking about when it comes to Jalen Hurts? Is this what we're talking about? Then we had this clown spouting nonsense at the about the Super Bowl.
Because I talked to N'Kobe Dean, rap with linebacker, starting linebacker N'Kobe Dean. He was like, "Look, I'm a free agent, so we gonna see what's up." N'Kobe Dean was the best linebacker on the Philadelphia Eagles this year. He just was. Shout out to Zach Bond. Zach Bond was an all-pro player, and Zach Bond was a really good player this year. But when N'Kobe Dean was out there, albeit he got hurt, dealt with a hamstring injury, had the knee injuries. When N'Kobe Dean was out there, he was a game changer. Go back and watch every time N'Kobe Dean blitzed. He made the offense pay. I saw Smitty at the Super Bowl. Dapped it up, chopped it up with him. I don't think... Oh, and I saw Jalen Hurts. Saw Jalen at the Super Bowl. Sitting in the corner by himself with sunglasses on his phone.
He give you one word answer, didn't he?
I didn't even talk to him.
Oh,
I just
okay.
seen him. I was wondering, like, I go into this back room because I'm meeting everybody in the room. Hey, Acho, so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so. I don't really know all these young bulls. We on TV, so they know us.
Yeah.
See Terrion Arnold plays for the Lions. I see Milton Williams' parents. Thanks for speaking so kindly of my son. Milton Williams starting D tackle for the Patriots. I see Will Anderson. Hey, okay. Bruh, it's love.
Yeah.
Go to the back room, see Nicole Lynn. Nicole Lynn is the agent to Jalen Hurts and all these individuals I just named. I'm like, why ain't nobody in here? I'm turning around, I leave. I just see Jalen sitting down by himself, sunglasses on, da-da-da. Read nothing into that.
Read nothing into that, but I'm going to tell this ridiculous story of this one moment where I saw Jalen Hurts by himself for no reason whatsoever other than to give the impression that nobody likes Jalen Hurts. Again, is this what we're talking about? And I'm going to leave you with one more. WIP, should the Eagles give Jalen Hurts a contract extension? 2 said yes. I'm going to give ESP credit. He drives me crazy with some of his nonsense at times, but we got 2 guys in the yes category. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 clowns say no. Super Bowl winner, Super Bowl MVP, been to 2 Super Bowls, hasn't entered his prime yet. Best quarterback the Eagles have had. 9 people, because I believe this is the last year Jalen Hurts has guaranteed money. So that's where we are now. 9 of 11 people at Philly's very own WIP say no to a contract extension for Jalen Hurts. But yeah, it's the fans. It's the fans that are the problem. You absolute nut job. Man, it gets exhausting. But I do have to admit, as a sports fan, I do enjoy a good rant every now and again. And these people who hate on Jalen Hurts give me that opportunity. So I got to thank them for that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate all the support. Hope you're having a fantastic day. I will talk to y'all later.